let's do a page in my journal. So I started this page just sticking a few little pieces down. It looks really like bland and boring. I want to make a bookmark, and I also want to just add something to this page. So I found a little Sizzix butterfly die, and I cut out these, and I'm still using some of the papers from the shabby chic collection I got at Poundstretcher. So I think like adding these on might be really pretty, and I think we're just going to elevate them a little bit with a little gem of some sort. I did see a beautiful butterfly this morning. I should look it up and find out what it was, because it was sort of orange and brown. I say a butterfly, it could have been a moth. If you've only got like this is quite wide tape. This is actually cello tape, the brand double-sided tape. If it's too wide, you can peel it off and then just fold it over so that you don't see that piece, rather than trying to cut it, because if you cut it you end up most of it stuck to your scissors, and that is absolute nuisance. Okay, I don't know where they were. There they are. They're just really pretty. Using papers from a pack if you can, even if it's just like this was just the tiniest little piece I had left, that I managed to save it, and that's just made these butterflies, and it all just makes it sort of go together really well. I'm just doing the same, pop that on there. And I think, because this page is a bit dull and this book, as you can see, is quite bright, so I'm going to pop a couple of little gems somewhere on it. I think I'll go for the smallest pink, and let's just put one in the middle, so it just looks a bit more interesting. I'll put one down here. Maybe we should add a flower as well. It's a beautiful sunny day in Devon, the 1st of the month, 1st of May. How can it be May already? Crazy. Okay, and we're going to overlap that one slightly and pop a little bit of pink on that. And then I have this trim, which oddly enough I got from a paper pack from Lidl. Occasionally Lidl's do really good paper packs. You just can't see, sorry. Got so much on this desk. I'm just going to run that along there. I'm going to use tape. I think glue would have probably been better, but I didn't bring my glue to the table because I just didn't. Yeah, Lidl's paper pack. Lidl's card is brilliant as well. If you ever get the chance to buy that when that's in there, it's a really strong card in really bright, vivid colours. They even get like black and different shades of grey and stuff, and it's really cheap. It's like usually like under £3, and then just should do it that way. Just snip that off there. So we're getting there. It's got a little bit more interest to it. Let's get some flowers. Maybe just a little flower on this one. Yeah, I think so. I'll just double side that on. That's looking loads better, isn't it? Lots better, but I don't think let's do the bookmark and we'll see, and we'll come back, because maybe, oh, I know what I've got. I printed this off. I've got a Dymo label writer printer, and I was going to sell it because I used it when I had a business, and I'm thinking I don't really need it now. And then I thought to myself, actually I could just print off some words, because sometimes my writing is a bit funny. It's and now I'm realising I can make stickers with it and all sorts of stuff. I've got 2 size labels for it, so I'm just going to use what I've got at the moment. I'm just going to fussy cut this out. So with fussy cutting, you move the card, not the scissors as such. But because it's so close to the edge, it's going to be really hard to come around there and not have a completely straight edge. There we go. That'll do. Let's pop that down here. There. Let's put it there. My top tip for getting stickers off when you cut into them like that is to use some tape on the back. You just have to be a bit careful, and then you can peel it off. Let's put that there. I still feel like there's something missing there, and I have got this one. I've got this long piece left over from, so when I'll show you, when I made this book, I cut, so if you can see, sorry, try and make it so you can see, I cut a small strip off every page. So when the page was like that whole pattern of a page, I'd score in the middle, make my page, I would have a nice long section up here free, and these have been really useful to make things with. So I would recommend, if you're going to make some pages with 12 by 12 paper, that's a great idea to make them so that you get a bit extra. I also had a piece off the top as well, but that was good. So let's take, I don't want to lose that bit. Let's take this little flower here and just snip that off. And we're just going to fussy cut this flower out as well. Actually, I'm not even going to do it. I'm going to leave the border on it because that would be really small. I did do some fussy cutting the other day and I actually did quite a good job. It's not usually one of my favourite things to do, and this is a really thick card, so it's really hard. It's much easier on paper. Maybe just in the corner. And it says, happiness in crafting, creativity, coffee, cake, yoga, cuddles, walking, streams, the birds, early mornings, waffles, cuddles, oh, I've got that twice, long baths, essential oils, leaves, grass, and blue sky. Just a few things that at the time when I did that felt important to me. Okay, now let's make a bookmark. Okay, so you can see that I'm reasonably happy with that. Maybe someday we'll come back and change it, I don't know. Let's do the bookmark now. So I've got a paper trimmer. If you don't have a paper trimmer, we'll try and do it by hand. I've got, let's choose a piece of card. So I have got barely any of this left now. In fact, that would be quite nice. Let's do it in this. That makes sense because these are the paper. So this is just the front cover. Never throw these away. You could, you know, repurpose the pieces. There's always something you can do with it. So never throw those away. Now I want this to be a bit stronger than just the front cover. So we will use this. We'll use this. Let's check the size. I sort of want it to be, yeah, it's about the same size. And it's got a bit of a funny end up there. Let's just make sure I can get that end round. I want the bookmark to have round ends. They'll get less likely to get damaged then. Yep, that's fine. So yeah, don't dismiss a piece of paper if the end is wrong. If you've got a trimmer, you can sort the end out by a round corner, a rounder, whatever you call it. You can just sort the ends out by doing that. So now we need to cut a piece that's a bit smaller. That is 8 by just over 21. So let's do this. Let's do it. Can't quite see the measurements. That's the only trouble with some of these boards. Actually, let's cut this bit first so we get as much as we can out of this. So that, what did I say it was, 21? Just double check. Don't want to ruin this lovely paper. 21. So let's just go just above 20. I've actually got the 8 measurement on here, so I'll go to that. I just don't want to try and keep as much of the paper as I can. And because I've done that to the 8, and I said that was definitely 8, didn't I? You should measure it properly, but I'm going to cut it, and then I'll worry about trimming it in a minute if I need to. I can just see the line, so I'll just go down to that. And then I've still got like this huge piece here, and I've still got these pieces I can use. Now let's see how off it is. Oh, we've got that written on the bottom, so we'll cover that up. It's a bit too big, so let's trim it slightly. Let's trim off that piece. Let's take that's perhaps a bit too much. Let's take a big chunk off. And you can just try it, and just this layering technique, I think just like elevates what you're making slightly. Let's go a tiny bit more. And then around the corners again. Oh, I need to stand up to do this sometimes. Can't put enough pressure down. I'm not worried about this rough edge at all. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. I've got some, I'm going to put this on the top, so I don't really want to. I need something quite substantial to go over that, don't I? We'll put something. I cut out some flowers the other day, they're a bit bright. Just sat down and did a little bit of fussy cutting. I'm just wondering if there's anything in here that might work for that. No, I think they're all too bright. That's okay. A bit too bright. So we'll go and have a look. What do I have left in this? Because I used the front cover, I've got all the scrap pieces in this other paper bag. It's a real chaos, so just bear with me a second. I go in and find something I can use. Let's have a look at this. So with this pack came these. So we could fussy cut something out of this. Let's have a little look. Which one shall we use? Because again, it's going to match, but I don't want it to be too big because I don't want to lose these patterns. So that's really nice. I think if I do the flower at an angle, it might just cover that. Well, that swirl would be nice too. I'm not sure how I'm going to cut that out. Let's have a look. I'm going to try and do it straight. I think it will look better if it's straight. And you would say even as well would be good, but I don't think that's a luxury I'm going to get. Oh, is that high enough? I don't know. Let's get some scissors and do it with scissors. I'm not feeling that confident. See the one I want? This one here. Cutting straight is a nightmare. I'm going to lose that, aren't I? No way around it. Okay, not to worry. Now let's go down. Keep that straight edge. I should have gone round here too. Oh, that's close. It's okay. Not the best, but it's okay. Right, let's get this stuck down. sometimes it's a case of just have to use what you've got rather than what you might really like to use. And also, like, this paper pack was so beautiful, but I don't want to not use it because it's so beautiful. And if I like this and it's good, I could have this for years. It could be a really nice scrapbook to look back on. Okay, let's get that on quick. So just gonna eyeball it, probably not. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's put the hole in the top. That was a guess, slightly outguessed, but that's fine. And then thread this through. Hole punch would have been better because the hole would have been bigger. This hole is great for like really fine string on like Christmassy things, but not so good for anything else, especially lace. I love lace. I really would like to buy some more lace at some point. I've only got a tiny bit, this roll, and something else, like a pinky one. I want some black for Halloween projects. Doesn't look that amazing, does it? That's all right. Okay, so we've got a little piece to go down here. Ooh. I might cut that so it matches. I will cut that so it matches in just a second, but I'm just wondering what I want to come out of there. So we could use a clock, we could have some birds. I'm going to lose some of the pattern, unfortunately, if I do that one. There's a lovely little birdhouse here. Let's do the birdhouse, and I'm going to have to fussy cut this. And it's so much harder because it's card. It's also a really pale pattern, so like it's difficult to see which bits are the background pattern and which bits are the front. Yesterday I spent quite a lot of time playing on Canva, which you can create. You can use images that people have got put on there to create your own things. I don't want to lose too much of this. It's so pretty. This is a bit too big. I want something smaller. Yeah, that's too big. I don't want to lose that. Use that. We'll save that piece for something else. And let me see if I've got any flowers, small flowers. Any creams. So that noise. I've got this. Big rose. Still a bit big. That's too big. I should have thought this through before, really, shouldn't I? But that's okay, because that's how sometimes you have to be creative. Okay, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to cut the smaller flower out, which is what I should have probably done in the first place. Let's do that. I'm not going to put this on a sticky pad so it's raised up, simply because I want, I don't want it catching on anything. Because if I put this bookmark in a page and it's got some already sticky outy pieces, it might catch, so. Let's do it a bit better than that. Come in a bit closer. I need something there too, won't I? No, because it's going to stick out. Yep, that one. I could do some words on this too. Maybe that's what it needs, some words. Okay, sorry if you can't see. Just lined that up on there badly, it would seem. I'm just going to trim it here. Okay. Yeah, let's find some words. So I have these old planner pages. I have two. I have this one and I have a slightly brighter or slightly darker one here. I don't love this one as much, but actually some of the black and white things are really nice in it. So what shall we put? Rise and sparkle. You got this. I choose. Today I choose joy. Oh, that was quite hard to see, wasn't it? Today I choose joy, which colours go really well actually. Yeah, let's do that because it's floral. Today I choose joy, and let's put that right in the middle. And let's do, so go through your old craft supplies and use stuff, because it's not going to do anything just sat there in a drawer. Important, you nothing short, right where I want to be. That's nice. Or stop and smell the roses. No, let's do right where I want to be, because that's where the bookmark will be. So that makes sense, doesn't it? Right where I want to be. Which is going there. That sometimes I think like you get lucky. You have things that go. And if you're drawn to bright colours or you're drawn to pastel colours, you'll probably have lots of that in your supply. So that is really helpful. Let's go back and just check. So this didn't take too long, did it? I've just made more mess than anything else. So there's the page that we're working on. And it's just a little cute bookmark. And there are places further in that I could slot the bookmark if I wanted to. But for now I'm just going to leave it there. So we've got a little bit of lace sticking out the top. And I'm really pleased with that. Thanks for joining me, and do check out other videos. I've got lots of plans for exciting things to come. Take care everybody. Bye.